everybody. I'm Olivia Rodriguez, and yes, this is Small Biz Spotlight 210 Season 2. Yay! Thank you so much for joining us again for this new season. I can't wait to show you everything that I have planned for y'all. It's going to be super, super great. And I've gotten out to the surrounding areas. Yay! I am in Von Army, so Atascosa County.
Atascosa County, yeah.
Okay, so I'm getting there, guys. Thank you to all of you for all of your support, for you who are returning, for those that are new to me. What I'm trying to do with this channel is to put a spotlight on small businesses in San Antonio and the surrounding areas. Okay, so if you love to support small businesses, if you want to start buying local, this is the channel to subscribe to. So tell your friends, your family, everybody, come and subscribe to Small Biz Spotlight 210 so I can give you some information on some small businesses that we can, get together and help support. Because that's going to be really, really needed. Small biz is not, what would you say? Like, small biz is big business, right? Because it's so important.
Because that's where you impact people's lives the most, I believe, is supporting small businesses.
Okay, so this is a channel. So go ahead and give me a thumbs up and a subscribe, please. And stay afterwards because I have some more information to share with y'all. Okay, so let's get to today's episode. I do have Melissa here, and she has this fantastic. Okay, let's just get to it because it's awesome, and I can't wait to show you the machinery that she's got to use. Okay, so Melissa, full introduction.
So my name is Melissa Crook, and I own this company called Crown and Crook, and I was born and raised in San Antonio. I left for a little bit when I joined the military, lived in Washington, Georgia, and El Paso, and then came back to San Antonio in 2007. And I've actually been working in the trade that I was trained for in the military, which is aircraft mechanic. Specializing in troubleshooting electrical systems on airplanes, and I've been doing that for about over 20 years. And so 20-year mark in aviation, I was kind of starting to think about retiring. So in that process, I was doing some research on company options, what I could do, and I've always had like a creative niche in there somewhere. That was always been my outlet, working at it, come home and make something. So I liked painting, crafting, putting anything with bows and flowers and stuff on there. So when I started researching stuff on laser business, it really caught my attention, and so that's when I purchased my first laser, which was that smaller one in the corner there.
We'll take a look at all this stuff later.
So I bought that one about almost 3 years ago. I've had it already, and I had it for about 6 months, and then I decided, let's do this. Let's open up the LLC. So that's when I opened up my Crown and Crook company, and it's just been taking off ever since.
Awesome. Okay, well, first of all, before I ask any further questions, I want to thank you so much for your service.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
What branch of the military?
Navy.
Navy. Wow. Did you have to go in a submarine?
No, but I went on an aircraft carrier.
Wow.
Well, it was only supposed to be for 6 months, but we got extended to 7 months because we were actually out there during 9/11. We were on our way actually back home during 9/11, and we got 9/11 happened, and then they turned us right back around, and then we went straight back into the Gulf and just kind of sat there for a couple of weeks deciding, waiting for the word to see what was going to happen next. So that was pretty scary.
Wow, I bet. Well, thank you so much for everything that you've done for us.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Thank you. So, okay, how did that transition come apart? You know, like that's kind of hard from military service to then your own business.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but like I said, I've always had a creative side, and then the military, that training brought out the, I guess, kind of like nerdy tech side that I have in me too. So, actually, like maintaining the machines, cutting down the wood, sweating in the garage. I haven't had the AC all this time. I just got it a few months ago. So it was, so that
you went through the whole summer without AC?
I've gone through 2 summers without AC.
Oh
This is the first summer. I had probably like, I got it, I want to say probably in July, maybe June, July, some of that time frame. So I did have to do that 2 summers before, and then all the way up until June, July time frame is when I got it. So yeah.
Well, okay.
But
That's
all of
hard.
that kind of like that determination and that training and that, you know, discipline tech side of it is kind of what helps me.
No fear.
Yeah, exactly.
No fear.
Because like a big machine like this, and I get it asked all the time, like for my paint parties, everybody's, does your husband cut the signs? I'm like, no, I could do everything.
Listen.
I can help like pulling the piece of plywood down off the truck, but that's not it.
Listen, we love our men, but you know what? Women can do things. We can do things.
So that the military actually helped me reiterate that you know, whatever it is that we need to get done, we can do it. We have that.
Sure. If you have that drive to do it, that want to do it, the love, right? Because everything that a small business does is for the love of it, and that we can do it.
Yeah,
you can do it. Okay, so how did you come up with the name?
So, my maiden name is Reina, that means queen. So that's where the crown comes from. And then, and my husband's last name is Crook. So, and then so that I married into Crook. So that's where we got Crown and Crook.
That's pretty good.
So
I like that.
Like a unique name because we don't ever have to worry about like patent, trademark. You know, how many people would have that combination.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so So you say you were always a crafty person?
Yeah. So I've always been a crafty person. In school, like my favorite subjects were art and science. So I've always had a good time painting something or making wreaths or just sewing, whatever. You know, anything that was craft related, I always had a craft quarter, like kind of ribbon.
It drew you to it. But what was it about wood that drew you to these?
So I had a lot of fun myself painting these, because when I originally started the business, I was doing vendor markets and I was making and selling these. So this process never felt like work to me. It was, even when I still get an order and I make them today, like it's just very, very, that process is very relaxing to me. You know, the machine, I can get frustrated with it and I get a little intimidated with it, cut settings, you know, trying things out here and there. But once I sit myself down and I start thinking about color combinations and I start putting the paint on the wood, it's just, it takes me to somewhere. You know, I can't describe it, but it just takes me somewhere. And so when I was selling these, people would say, you know, I wonder if I could, I saw people taking pictures of them, and, you know, I kind of got an idea what they were doing. They were trying to figure out how to make it on their own, you know. So I said, well, I have so much fun doing this, you know, I should start, you know, offering that as a part of my business.
Right.
And so that's where I started. I started doing it last year in November. I just hit my 1-year anniversary of doing paint parties.
Oh.
So it came, I've seen it in other laser makers, a few, not a whole lot of people do it, but a few people do paint parties with these where they cut everything, they look kind of similar to this, where everything's just loose, just like that. And then they take all the supplies, so I got my process down where I have everybody order something. I take the signs, they look like this. I give a demonstration. I take all the supplies, I take aprons, I take brushes, basically everything you would need to do this process, and paints and everything. And then they spent a couple hours with me painting, and I got so much good feedback from this paint party.
Because, I like to think of myself as crafty, but I'm not. I'm not. I can have the image in my head, but from here to what I'm trying to put together, it doesn't work. So for somebody like me, you have these already all done, which these are fantastic, guys. It comes with instructions step by step. And you get to pick what you want, the theme and everything.
You get to pick usually for paint parties, I have about 30 different designs that I offer per party. And they'll tell me, can you offer a little bit more of this, or can you offer a little bit more of this, or, we want more fall than Christmas. We want more country themes. We want more religious themes. We want more Christmas themes at this party, stuff like that,
This is fantastic. So everything comes separate. They get to paint it, and then they glue it on there, and then you have a finished product. Like this. Isn't that great?
And you'd be surprised on how many people that tell me the same thing like you tell me, like, I'm not good at this, or I'm not crafty, or I'm like, okay, well, every piece is laid out for you, right? It's separate. I even have an inspiration picture for you. So I always tell people, you can follow the inspiration picture, or you can customize it 100% however you want. And I get like half and half. Half people, they say, I want to paint it just like the picture. I'm like, okay. Or some people say, oh, I'm going to do this and change a couple of, and then some people just
okay, yeah. So you have different paints and everything.
Absolutely.
So guys, you don't have to do it like the picture. If you got a certain kind of like color theme, at your home, you can. That is fantastic. Let's get lit. That's what they said.
Some of these are kind of snarky, like this one says leave.
Live, laugh, leave. Live, laugh, leave. Oh my God, instead of
that one's actually pretty popular. That one gets ordered
really? Yeah. Can you imagine this one at the front door? At your front door. That is so funny.
People, like I said, that have had, they tell me they're not crafty at all.
Yeah.
Some people tell me that they have attention deficit disorder, like ADD, ADHD. I've had people tell me that, and they have a good time, and they said I was able to complete the project, and I had a great time.
Wow.
So when I was making these, I customized this I could sell you this, just one, and I'd make you happy, right? But when I go to a paint party, I can have anywhere from like 5 to maybe 30 something people painting at a time, right? So I'm bringing joy to 30 something people. So the joy that I can bring selling this is just one. Doing paint parties, that joy is almost exponential that I could bring to the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's where I found the love for this, because I see people's reaction at the end of the party, and when they tell me like you said, I'm not a crafty person, they come in with a little bit of anxiety. I said, just relax, everything's gonna be okay. Just take your time.
Yeah.
Everything's laid out for you.
Yeah, because there's really not a wrong way to do this.
Absolutely not.
You know, whatever colors you pick is great, and you have everything. Because I mean, in order to buy, like even with the Cricut, that's expensive, and then to try and do this with wood, that's even more expensive.
Oh yeah. So I mean, and so people are just really really happy with the experience, and that's where my drive comes from. Like you said, the love that some days I'm tired and I just find a way to just keep. I got paint party this weekend, and these are all signs that I cut, and probably got to double that before the end of the
I'll show y'all that in a little bit. Girl, over here. No, but the thing that I love is that it is wood, and
yeah, so you're getting a really durable product.
Right.
It's gonna last a long time. And so at the end of the class 2, I have some instructions on here on what you can do to seal it up, to protect it, and stuff like that. There's instructions on there. So usually I tell them, spray a clear sealer on there, stuff like that. So yeah,
very durable, guys. This will last you a couple of years, and then you don't have to, buy something new every year. This is gonna last you.
you can hang them inside. You can hang them on the door. People give them as gifts.
Gift giving, a good because you have other designs and stuff, so it could be baby shower. It's a girl. It's a boy.
Oh, I do have one that says "Shh, baby, sleeping."
Oh, that'll be good. You see, and then
so I do have these coming out. So what I wanted to do was like an ornament bar, where people can come and they pick out a few ornaments. They're gonna come like this. This is shrink wrap, but this is basically this. So then you can leave it in the piece of wood right here, and you would paint all these little pieces, and then pop them out, and then glue it onto this.
oh,
I
okay.
have even where you're gonna get a string. You're gonna get a little ball of glue. You'll be able to pick like 5 paints. I'm gonna add a couple of paint brushes in there, and you'll be able to pick a ribbon and a bead.
Christmas 2025. All right. Oh, this is so cute. Now these will also last you. You could probably have these as heirlooms, actually.
Yeah, so last Christmas, I didn't get them out in time, but last Christmas, what we did as a family is I cut a whole bunch of blanks out, and we spent an evening painting ornaments with my husband and my kids, drinking hot chocolate and watching Christmas movies and stuff. So that was really fun. So that's what my hope is with these is people can take, enough for their family, and they can spend the night, an evening or day, whatever, painting.
Yeah, that's meaningful memories. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do offer this just for groups, like how small, how big?
So my minimum is 5 for a private party, because I do go all over San Antonio and the surrounding areas too. This weekend I have one in Somerset Coffee House. I do public events too.
Oh, nice.
So public events help other small businesses get noticed. So we collaborate together and host an event together and say, this will bring people through the door, keep them there for a couple hours if you want to offer like drinks and food and stuff like that for them to purchase while they're painting. And then I do the private parties too, but for that one, the minimum is 5, and then I get always asked like, what's your max, or maximum, and it's just, I always tell people whatever your space will allow. I had one customer where she moved like all of her furniture out of the living room for her event, and she had about 20 people show up.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm like, whatever your space holds.
Okay, nice. Whatever. Big families. That's good.
Yeah, so they had a good time. It was like a big family get together, and you could hear the conversations. They hadn't seen each other in a long time, so they were asking, what's going on with so and so? How is so and so? I haven't seen so and so in forever. So let's have fun to see.
That is a great idea for family events. So you can even have these for like co-workers.
Yes, so we've actually had corporate events too. We were invited out to one of the departments for security service. So we did a day out there, and they in their department they had about 30, I want to say 35, 37 employees in that one department. So we had spent about, the first half of the day they came in about 15. They split it in half, and then they painted all their signs, and then we had lunch, and then the second half of the day we did the other half. Yeah, we did corporate events, team building.
And like church.
So we've done churches. I actually have a church next weekend out in Atkins.
Oh, okay.
Texas.
Uh-huh. Wow, that's getting out there.
I go everywhere.
That's fantastic. And you take all your supplies with you.
Mm-hmm. Take everything with me.
Paint and everything.
If you need, I always take a table for my supplies. I take all the signs, paints, aprons, gloves, everything.
And so everything is pre-cut. How do people how far in advance will we need to book with you?
So I always tell people a month is good. If you can at least give your people, 3 weeks is good too. 2 weeks is I tell people 2 weeks is kind of like really, really close. People might already have plans for that day, something like that, but
It's cutting it kind of close.
yeah. But I'd say like anywhere from a month to 3 weeks is a good time frame to get your party together to book, the date. And my my calendar fills up, especially for the weekend days. Oh yes, my calendar gets full. So if you have a weekend day in mind, it's good to book it even further out, just so that you're guaranteed that day. Because I'm already booking into February.
Wow.
The Galentine's events.
Yeah.
So those are really popular. So everybody was wanting to get Galentine's Day in the books. So yeah.
Okay, so book at least a month to 3 weeks at the minimum, guys, to make sure you get exactly what you want. And then, so do you have a website so they can order which
Yes.
template they want?
So it's crownandcrook.com. And in my logo it's spelled with the N, it's an ampersand thing, but in the website it's actually spelled out N. So it'd be crownandcrook.com.
Okay.
And normally, the way I have it set up right now, I don't know what it would be like when this airs, but right now the way I have it set up is I have a Square account, and so people, they set up the party, the date, the address, and make them a payment link, and then it shows you an image with the 30 designs on there, and each one is numbered, and so they would just type in the number of the sign that they want to paint that day.
And then how many are in the party?
What do you mean?
Like if they want 30 of these, but maybe there's only 25 people, do we have to add how many people are going to be there?
Yeah, so each one I normally I make the payment link and I send it to them, and I tell it's best to have everybody just order their individual. Sometimes I'll have people like bulk order, like they'll just take everybody's orders and they'll say, okay, I got, this many, whatever. Numbers.
Because sometimes we have that one family member that's
in charge of everybody, right?
or like, that one looks better than mine. Why did you get that one?
So in that case, I always every event I always take extras. So every event, whether it's public or whether it's a private party, I always, because we'll have that one family member that comes at the last minute and she sees everybody having fun, or he or she, whatever, and they'll say, that looks like fun, I wish I would have. And I'm like, well, I got a solution, I got extras.
Oh, good.
Or if they want to trade out, they say,
right. What do you have
like
for extras?
that one? Can I switch out? I'm like, yeah, you can go look for the extras and see what I have. If you see one that you like more, then switch it out.
That's good. So if y'all want to see some of her get-togethers, I know I've seen you on Instagram. On Instagram, she has some videos of a huge group of people getting together. They look like they're having an amazing time. And
yeah, I have people that they'll start dancing and they'll start singing and then they'll go back to painting.
yeah.
I'm like, whatever you want to do, it's your
Right.
it's
Oh,
your
you can have it to where you have, like you said, a family gathering with food and
absolutely.
or girls' night out, and it's drinks.
Yeah, because this is all self-paced. So it's, you know, I tell people you'll have plenty of time to chit chat, to sip, to dance, whatever you want to do. And then in between, so you paint all this, right? And then you have to give it a few minutes to dry anyway. So I was like, in between it drying, go get some food or something like that, you know? And that's what people do.
How many hours do you usually take per event?
So it depends on if people are eating and sipping, especially if they're sipping. They tend to take a little longer, but people can be done under 2 hours. Okay. If they're sipping and stuff like that and having a good time, it takes about 3. But I always tell people just plan for 3. You have me for the 3 hours. I take about 30 minutes to set up, about 15 minutes to take down, but you have me for the 3 hours.
Okay. All right, so for more information, and you have your website, it's Crown and Crook.
C-R-O-O-K.
Crown and Crook. I'll have it right here, the website, and on Instagram. Where else are you on?
I'm on Facebook and I'm on TikTok.
All right. So as always, guys, I will link all of that down in the description below, and including the website, so you can go and check that out. So do y'all want to go look at this big old machine back here? I want to take a look at it. Okay. Would you be able to?
Yeah, sure. I'll tell you. Oh, I was going to show you a couple of the other things that we still do. We niche down into the paint parties, but we still do some custom orders. This was my original claim to fame, was the QR code keychains. Oh, so I do QR code keychains for small businesses. It's like a digital card, so if you want to share your information, all you have to do is just have that person scan the QR code so that you don't have to carry around a business card. Some people still want a business card, but a lot of times you can just share that information.
Yeah, because everybody has their phone readily, and you're just.
And then we do cups. We do. I think you found me through WUSA. Did you find me through Women
Right.
So I do cups, and then I'm sponsoring I'm a member of their advisory board, so I'm sponsoring their engraved cup, their purple cups.
Oh, their tumbler, you did that?
So I'm sponsored for that.
Oh.
But this one is mine. This is what I'm a big fan of llamas for some reason. I don't know why, but this is my favorite cup. So when that's a perk of being a business owner, right? You get to make yourself some freebies.
Exactly.
Some freebies you get to enjoy.
Not?
And then we also do leather patch hats.
Ooh.
So this is leatherette. This is my old logo. And then this was just it's funny. And then
Small business.
and then this one is also engraved, but it's acrylic. And so it's an acrylic patch hat. So that was really fancy. So we still do that. My son actually took over that portion of it for me. So whenever I get a hat order, I pass it on to him, and he makes the hats for me. So so we do that, and then I still cut blanks out for earrings. So I made the earrings. So my daughter actually is the one that took over the earrings, because I still have like a lot of acrylic scraps from people asking for business signs. So then when I have scraps left over, I'll just cut her a bunch of earrings, and then she'll put them together and sew them too. So she took over that portion of it.
That's good. Yeah. Versatile. This is pretty amazing. This is great. And then they'll have it all the time with them in the keychain. That is fantastic. I like that. I think I'm going to get one of those. All right. Okay, so now let's go look at this stuff.
Okay.
All right. it starts doing it.
And then it starts doing it, yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty quick. It says the ornament is going to take about like a minute to cut out, a minute and a half is what it says.
No wonder you put the cover over, because that's sparking. Wow. Oh my goodness, I can watch this forever.
As many times as I've seen it, I don't get tired of watching it either.
Right. Look at that. What do y'all think, guys? Should she start making videos? You should make some videos of showing this project. You have?
But I get so busy that I lose track of videotaping the actual process being done. And that's it.
Wow.
And you just move it out. So since this is an ornament, we don't want this part to be completely out just like this. What's going to happen is you have a couple of spots in here that were skipped, and that was intentional because you're going to paint it while it's on the wood, and then you're going to pop it out so that the pieces don't get lost. So these are so small for you.
Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. Yay. And that one is for me, guys. All right. Okay, guys, so thank you so much for staying till the end of the video. I got my ornament that you just made me with the little supplies in the back, so I can do it at my casita. All right. So thank you so much. It was fantastic having you interviewed. This is a veteran-owned, woman-owned, Latina-owned, everything. So please, all her information is going to be in the description box below. So get a hold of her for a great, fantastic ideas for the crafty, not so crafty people like myself. Okay guys, thank you for staying. Again, like I said, to the end of this video. The information that I have for you is this. Okay, so please go up there and give me a thumbs up and a subscribe. I do this for small businesses free of charge, so that helps me tremendously, because you know the YouTube algorithm needs to have those likes and subscribes so we can help them out and get their business name out there. Okay, also, if any of you would like to be on my channel, it could be artisan, crafter, vendor, small business, restaurant, all of that, artists. Go ahead and email me at smallbizspotlight210@gmail.com. Okay guys, so email me and let me know what you have, what you do, all your social media kind of information, and then I'll get back to you. Alright, so next week, okay, this is for the people that are addicted, because I'm very addicted. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm addicted to this coffee. Yes, I have
I am too.
yeah,
I am too.
Brujeria coffee with Julian. So that is going to be great. I'm going to get my coffee fix there. So please join us next Thursday for you coffee lovers. All right. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great Thursday and a great weekend. And please hit the subscribe and like and tell your friends. Thank you so much. Bye.